Hello children, we are going to start the work on properties of triangles today. Yesterday, day before, we did sine law, we did projection law, we did cosine law. Today we are going to do how to find the area of a triangle and also Napier's analogy. First one, area of a triangle. Let me draw a figure for you of triangle. Okay, this is triangle ABC. We drop a perpendicular from A to BC. Suppose this AD is perpendicular. AD is perpendicular from A to BC. Obviously, side AB will be small c, side AC will be small b, and this complete length will be small a. We know area of a triangle, area of a triangle is half base into height. Here in this particular case we have taken the base as BC, half into base BC into height AD. Now AD can be calculated like in triangle ABD, in triangle ABD. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse is equal to sine theta. Here perpendicular is AD, hypotenuse is C, and sine B. So AD could be written as C sine B. It could be written as C sine B. In triangle ADC, in triangle ADC, uh, perpendicular AD upon hypotenuse, that is B, should be equal to sine of angle C. So AD could be B sine C. Actually, C sine B or B sine C can be obtained by applying sine formula. By applying sine formula. So we said area of triangle would be half. Base was, what was the base? BC into height. Height, suppose I take uh, B sine C. B sine C. So half base is A into B sine C. It could also be half into A if I take the height as C sine B. C sine B, or any other way you can take it, but these are the formulas in terms of sine B, sine C, and similarly I can calculate in terms of sine A also. We have got in term what can we get? Half AC, not AC. If I want to get sine A, then it will be B into C here. Into B into C. So area of triangle is half AB sine C. If AB is coming here, the angle sine C will come between A and B, between side A and B, between side A and B, angle is sine C. If I am taking sine B, then the sides will be A and C. If I am taking A, angle A, then angle A is included between C and B, BC into sine A. So these are the areas of triangle. Once again, area of triangle is very simple to remember. You've got a triangle ABC, you're taking two sides. For example, I've taken two sides, half A into B. Between A and B, sine C would be there. AB sine C. Suppose I take sine half BC. If I take BC, then it will be sine A. If I take half AC, then it will be sine B. So each angle is involved, each side is involved. So that is how we calculate the area of the triangle in which two sides and one angle is involved. Now let us see Napier's analogy. Analogy, whatever you want to call it. Napier's. Napier's. Napier's analogy. Analogy. Some people pronounce it analogy, some people pronounce it analogy. It doesn't matter. Now we are starting from the proof that how do we achieve, and then I'll write what is it. It's a formula like b minus c upon b plus c. B minus c into b plus c. Now b can be written as, from sine law, k sine b minus k sine c upon k sine b plus k sine c. K sine b minus k sine c upon k sine b plus k sine c. Obviously k is common, so k will be cancelled with each other. So it will be left sine b minus sine c upon sine b plus sine c. Okay. Now sin b minus sin c minus sin d formula is 2 cos b plus c upon 2 and sin b minus c upon 2. Similarly, in the denominator, sin c plus sin d will be 2 sin b plus c upon 2 and cos b minus c upon 2. Now 2 will cancel. What will we get? We will get cos b plus c upon 2 upon sin b plus c upon 2. It will become cot b plus c upon 2. And this will become 10 b minus c upon 2. This becomes 10b minus c upon 2. Now this cot b plus c upon 2, because it is in a triangle, we can write it as cot pi by 2 minus a by 2. Why? I'll tell you just now. 10 b minus c upon 2. A by 2 plus b by 2 plus c by 2 will be equal to pi by 2. A plus b plus c is pi, so half of there will be pi by 2. So b by 2 plus c by 2 will become pi by 2 minus a by 2. That is what I have done here. So cot 90 minus theta is 10 theta, I think. It will become 10a upon 2 is equal to 10 b minus c upon 2 is equal to b minus c into b plus c. Now let us write it like this: 10b minus c upon 2, 10b minus c upon 2 will be equal to b minus c upon b plus c, and this 10 will come in denominator, it will become cot a by 2. It will become cot a by 2 if it is transferred from this side to this side. This expression is called Napier's analogy. This is called Napier's analogy. 10b minus c upon 2 is equal to b minus c upon b plus c into cot a by 2. We can write in terms of other angle also, like if I write 10a minus b upon 2. So it will be the same here, a minus b upon a plus b, and here it will come cot c upon 2. Cot c upon 2. Here b and c were there, a came. Here a and b is there, c is coming. And similarly 10 c minus a upon 2. 10 c minus a upon 2 will become c minus a upon c plus a cot b by 2. Cot b by 2. These three formulas are useful and they are called Napier's analogy. These are called together Napier's analogy. Individually also they are called Napier's analogy. You can use this as a standard result. So we were able to do two things. Number one, the area of the triangle, half AB sine C, half BC sine A, half AC sine A. So sine A, sine B, sine C will come. When sine A is coming, the uh, sides will be BC, half BC. When angle is coming C, sine C, then AB will come, half AB. When sine B is there, AC will come, half AC. That is the area of triangle. Then Napier's analogy, we did prove it using B minus C upon B plus C, and we came to, you can write this first and then prove. I started the proof and came to the conclusion. 10b minus c upon 2 is b minus c upon b plus c into cot a by 2. If it is 10a minus b upon 2, then it is a minus b upon a plus b cot c upon 2. If it is 10c minus a upon 2, then it is c minus a upon c plus a cot b by 2. Now we are going to do some basic questions on this exercise 7th in O.P. Malhotra's book. We'll do some questions. Now what he says is, question number 10, exercise 7. He says in triangle ABC, prove that cos A is 7 upon 8. Number 1 question, he says if A is 2, B is 3 and C is 4, prove cos A is equal to 7 upon 8. Cos A is equal to 7 upon 8. How are we going to do that? We'll just do it for you. We know the formula, cosine formula. Cos A is equal to B square plus C square minus A square upon 2BC. We told you this, we can write the cos formula or cosine formula in this form. Cos A is equal to B square plus C square minus A square, because it said, what did the cosine law said? The square of any side of the triangle, in any triangle, the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides minus double the product of those sides into the cos of the angle between those two angles. So 2BC into cos A, between B and C, between side B and C, angle is A. So it is written in the different form. When we were doing this, I told you also and I showed you that how it should be written. Now what is B? B is 3, so 3 square is 9. C is 4, 4 square is 16. Minus 2 2s are 4. Upon 2 into B is 3 and C is 4. So 21 upon 2 into 3 into 4. 3 7 the 21. So it will come 7 upon 8. You got the value as 7 upon 8. You got the value as 7 upon 8. The next question is, he says, if the sides are these, if the sides of the triangle, if the sides of the triangle are, he says, 7 for root 3 and root 13. He says, prove that, centimeter, prove that the smallest angle would be 30 degree. Be 30 degree. Now these are the basic things which you must know, that the smallest angle would be in front of the smallest side. But to avoid that, we'll say suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. We don't know which is A, B, C. I've just named them A, B, C. Let us calculate, for example, cos A. Cos A will be B square plus C square minus A square upon 2BC. We have assumed ABC according to this. So we'll put the values of ABC according to this only. For example, B square 4 root 3 whole square, 16, 16 into 3, 48, plus C square. C square, C is root 13, so root 13 whole square will be 13. Minus A square means 49 upon 2B into C. So this will be 48 minus 49 minus 1. 13 minus 1 is 12 upon 2 into 4 into 39. 4 3s are 12. So 3 upon 2 root 39. Is that clear? That is clear. 48 plus 13 minus 49. 2 4 4 3s are 12. It is how much? Once again, yes, it is all right. 48 minus 49 will be minus 1, and 13, if you subtract minus 1, it will be 12 only. Cos B will be A square plus C square minus B square upon 2 AC. A square, what is the value of A square? A square is 49 plus C square is 13 minus 48 upon 2 into 7 into root 13. Now 49 minus 48 is 1, and 13 plus 1 will be 14. 14 upon 2 into 7 into root 13. So 14 will cancel, it will be 1 upon root 13. And let us calculate cos C. Cos C will be B square plus A square minus C square upon 2AB. Now, what will it be? B square means square of 4 4s are 16, 16 3s are 48, plus A square means 49 minus 13 upon 2 into 7 into 4 root 3. 4 root 3. This is wrong. It should be Oh, minus 13 and 2 7. It is 2ab. B is 4 root 3. 4 root 3. So 47 and 97 minus 13 upon 14 into 4 into root 3. It will be 734 it will be, and 9 1 18. 14 6 6 4 is 20, 14 6 are 84, 2 3 are 6, 2 2 are 4, and it will come root 3 upon 2. Cos C will come as root 3 upon 2. If you see the value of cos A, it is coming as something like 3 upon 2 root 39, which is not possible for me to calculate. Similarly, cos B is coming 1 upon root 13, but cos C is coming out to be root 3 upon 2, which you know is cos 30. So C is equal to 30 degree. C is equal to 30 degree. Now the question is that why it is the least angle? Why it should be the least angle? C. C is what? Root 13. C is root 13. Both these sides, 7 of course is the biggest side, and 4 root 3, 4 root 3 will come also 4 into, it will come around about 6.92, and root 13 will be 3, 4 4s are 16, it can't be, it will be 3 point something. So C is the least smallest side, opposite to the smallest side will be the smallest angle, will be the smallest angle. Now let us see what it says. One more question. It says if A is 9, B is 8, and C is 4, prove that 6 cos C 6 cos C is equal to 4 plus 3 cos B. Mostly in the first all three questions what we have done is we are applying the formula of cos, the cosine law. Let's calculate cos C. Let's calculate cos C. It will be b square plus a square minus c square upon 2ab. I told you the purpose of doing question is also the application. The more you apply the formula, the more it has chances that you're going to remember them. B square plus a square minus c square. He has given b as 8, 8 is 64, a is 9, 81, and c is 4, so 16 upon 2 into 9 into 8. It will be uh, 5, 6, 8, 14 minus 16 upon 2 into 9 into 8. Actually, you will have the calculator, so you can easily use the calculator or whatever you want to do. I'm not going to interfere with that. It'll be 145 minus 16, it will be 129 upon 2 into 9 into 8. I think it will come 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9. So we can get 43 upon 48. 43 upon 48 is cos C. So 6 cos C, which is left hand side, will be 6 into 43 upon 48. So 6 8 48. So 43 upon 8. The purpose is I have to calculate the right hand side also as 43 upon 8. Then only left hand side will be equal to right hand side. Right hand side is 4 plus 3 cos B. So let us calculate cos B. Cos B is a square plus c square minus b square upon 2ac. What is the value of a square? A square is 81. C square is 16. B square is 64. And 2 into 9 into 4. So it will be 7. 97 minus 64 upon 2 into 9 into 4. 97 minus 64 is 33. 33 upon 2 into 9 into 4. 311, 33. So 11 upon 24. So right hand side will be 4 plus 3 into 11 upon 24, which will be 3 8 the 24. 8 will be LCM, 8 4 the 32 plus 11, which will become 43 upon 8. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Left hand side is equal to right hand side is equal to 43 upon 8. This is what you had to prove it. You have been able to prove it. That's enough for the time being. Thank you.